Welcome to the next video. In this video, we want to set up our Python environment. So I assume that you have already installed Python on your computer. Maybe you have installed Python with Anaconda. That is probably the case for the Windows users. For Mac and Linux, there's a Python distribution already installed on the computer. So I will show you how to create now an Anaconda environment. If you are not an Anaconda user, that's completely okay. You can just create an environment with virtual env. So now I will start my CMD. I already downloaded the course zip from GitHub. You could also clone the repository if you are already familiar with GitHub. But in my case, I just downloaded the zip as I showed in the last video. And at first, I will go to the correct directory. So I want to change in my terminal where I unpacked the zip file. Yeah, so I unpacked the zip file here on my desktop. So I will change to my desktop, and there is the Python Pro directory. And now I can create an Anaconda environment. So I just type here conda create -n, and then I will choose the name of the environment. You can choose any name as you want. I will call it in the following PyUdemy, and then I specify the Python version. We will use Python 3.8 for the moment in the course. So Python equals 3.8. And if I now press enter, Anaconda would create the environment. So for me, the environment is already existing, so I do not have to install it right now. After you have created the environment, we can install all packages that we need in the course. At first, I will show shortly the option for virtual env. For that, we will call virtual env. And now we can create here also an environment, and you can choose any name as you want. If you're an Anaconda user and you have already created the Anaconda environment, you do not have to create a virtual environment right now, okay? So I will create here a new virtual environment. I will call it vm PyUdemy, for example. Press enter. And now a virtual environment would be created based on the Python version that you have installed currently, or that you are using currently. So currently I'm using here CPython 3.8, for example, and now I would have created a virtual environment that is also 3.8.3, the Python version. Now there should be a vm PyUdemy folder here. So here's your Python version installed currently. And here in the scripts folder, there should be an activate.bat file for Windows, and for Linux and Mac, there should be just activate. Here, the activate file. And we want to activate the environment right now. So I call vm PyUdemy /scripts /activate.bat. And now we would have activated our environment, and now we could code with this certain environment. Okay, for the use case, if you are an Anaconda user, you would just call in the command line, as you already know, since you already used Anaconda, I guess, conda activate PyUdemy. So there we would have PyUdemy activated. So let me just refresh the CMD such that we have only activated one of the both environments. So in the following, I will use my conda environment, conda activate PyUdemy as I created it. And now we see here before the path, the activated environment. So once again, I will change into my project here. And now we will install all the packages we need in the course. For that, you have to make sure you are currently in the correct directory here in the terminal. And then you can call pip install-r requirements.txt. So then all packages will be installed that are listed here in the requirements.txt file. And in chapter 4, we will see what's about this requirements.txt file at all. So at the moment, there are just the packages listed that we want to use in the course. And that's for the moment all you need to know about this file. Okay, so when you now type in pip list, you should see all the packages here in the list that are listed here in the requirements.txt file, like pytest, flag8, and so on. So you might double check it here, but it should be fine. Yeah, the pip install command should install all needed packages. Okay, that's enough from the moment for setting up our Python environment. Next, we will install Visual Studio Code, which is one of the most used IDEs for Python. And yeah, we will see us in the next video. Bye bye.